What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake, in that it's in trouble again. Now, that's not, the statement, but I'm going to read in between the lines a little bit because it kind of is. What we've known from this game is that it was given to basically a very non-experienced team. Insanely so. Ubisoft was actually kind of open with that and saying, hey, look, these guys don't have a lot of things they've done in the past, but we're going to give them a try here, and they've worked with us before. I'm not saying they've never worked on a game, but they have never done something even remotely close to this, and they're going to be, spearheading the development of Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake. Fast forward to when that, I guess, technically happened at the same time the game was revealed. The game's reveal I would very easily classify as underwhelming. I think the entire gaming industry was kind of like, we want it. We want a Sands of Time remake, but this looks like a remaster, maybe like an enhanced port. It does not look anywhere near a remake. Keep going, the game got delayed. Keep going, I believe the game got delayed. I'm pretty sure the game got pushed twice. Now, I think it never had a specific actual date. I think it only had windows. I could be wrong there, but it was pushed. It's been pushed multiple times, and now the push that we last had was indefinite. There is no time period with this game, basically to give these people more time to make it. All right, fine. Well, now today we got this, and again, this is good news coupled with maybe bad news. The development of Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake will now be led by Ubisoft Montreal, which is the original developers, the birthplace of the Sands of Time trilogy. This decision is an important step, and the team, building upon the work achieved by Ubisoft Pune and Ubisoft Mumbai, will now take the time they need to regroup on the scope of the game to deliver you the best experience of this remake of an all-time classic when it's ready. We want to thank you for all your continuous support and patience throughout the development. Rest assured that we will update you on the progress in a future update. Now, that sounds honestly bad. Like, it doesn't... I'm glad it's been given to a team that knows what they're doing, and it's tough because I do not want to come across as malicious, right? I am not attacking the original development teams. I just think they flat out couldn't do it. I mean, the evidence is written on the wall. I don't know how much clearer it needs to be that these people were vastly, and this isn't even a case I honestly think of they weren't given enough time. Maybe you could argue weren't given enough resources. Like I could understand that argument, but the idea that maybe they weren't given enough support in some way, I just don't buy it. Because again, I think from the beginning, it's been very clear that, hey, these guys have never done anything like this before. In fact, they've never led a game, period. And we're going to give them a try here. It's a remake. And, people really hated that first trailer. Okay, we need to give them more time. And then now everything else is behind the scenes. I would assume they're looking at them and saying, there's just not any progress being made here. It's still as bad, or what do you need, like another 5 years to get this game going? Like, what do you need? I can imagine those things happening behind the scenes. So not to be like cruel, I don't want anybody fired, but at the same time, this is probably the best decision. This is probably a decision where you actually side with Ubisoft in taking a game away from somebody and giving it to somebody else, because there seems to be, connecting some dots, there seems to be reason. So that is disappointing. I mean, it's disappointing. And that middle paragraph, the decision is important and an important step, and the team, building on the work achieved by those two, will now take the time they need to regroup on the scope of the game. So what in God's name happened? So they're inheriting this game. And again, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I'm reading it as they're inheriting this game, and they need like a full-on forensic investigation of this game to say, like, what WTF, what the F happened here? Where do we go from here? Should we restart it? Do we need to lower the scope of it? Do we need to up the scope because there really wasn't a remake happening here? Like, what? I want to know, actually, these answers, and we will never find out, but I would love to know what kind of quality they just received in this. Like, what game did they actually get to finish? Like, what is the quality there? I want to know, and again, I don't think we'll ever find out, but hey, here's hoping we get it. Again, I wish nothing but the best for all these people. I just want the game. I want people that know how to make games to make the game, and you know what? If those studios that they took it from, if they can't do it, then make them the support team that they've always been. You know what I mean? Maybe they just weren't ready. Maybe they didn't have the talent. Again, maybe they didn't have the resources, whatever. I mean, it's fine to make that argument. And again, I'm not saying burn those 2 development studios to the ground because they're horrible. No, maybe they just weren't ready for something like that. Maybe they just need to be what they've always been in support teams. And maybe they're not capable of doing anything higher, which is fine. In fact, support studios exist for that reason, to be support studios. Some support studios can't be leads. That's not how they're built. That's not what their function is, right? So again, I hope this didn't come across the wrong way. I wish everybody the best. I just want the game, and I just want the game actually in a remake. I don't want the game as a port. I don't want the game as a slight remaster. You said the Sands of Time remake. I want the Sands of Time remake. I don't think that's that hard. I don't think that's that big of an ask. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on so you guys know when all these videos go up. And I hope to see you all on the next video.